Hey everyone, welcome back to another episode of Previously On. As always, I'm your host, Lemus, and my co-host here with me, as always, Digital Dachi.
And this totally is our first take of this opening. 100%.
Definitely. We're professionals, only the best.
Yeah,
For you guys,
we're not going to call him Giggles or anything, but
listen, sometimes you do a bunch of takes to get it right. That's how art is made, okay? Your first painting is, well, I guess maybe it might be your best. I don't know. So it is May the 28th. I think our last one was the 20th. So it's actually been around about a week here since our last update. So we're going to be diving into what we've been watching, doing, eating, playing, all that good stuff. Just a recap of our week, if you will. Um, and we'll just dive right in with what we've been up to, what we've been doing, anything interesting. What you been up to this week?
can we all say work? Like every other week.
All together now. As always, work. There's that word, those words again that you love so much. Sorry, just a quick swig of water. Professionals.
Anyway, what you been doing?
Much of the same on the whole work front. Outside of work,
Did my
today I
laundry
was a
this
little
week. That's a
productive. You told me about that.
I take a very long time to do laundry sometimes.
Hey,
You got a lot of clothes, you just kind of let them pile up. It's a really bad idea though. You shouldn't do that.
here's the thing. I'm not so bad on like taking so long to do
I was
laundry. I
actually
just
gonna come and kick your door in and be like, "Look, I'm using your washer and dryer. I'll be here for a couple hours. See ya."
Oh, joke's on you if you thought it'd just be a couple hours. Our dryer sucks. Our dryer takes like 9 to 10 hours to dry one load. Should probably get that looked at, but that's besides the point.
Most
Um,
things in your life need looked at. No offense.
None taken, honestly. Um, my entire life is a dryer cycle. um, I
Tumbles
don't know
just
how.
as much.
Oh yeah, tumble dry. Um, yeah, it doesn't take us as long to do the laundry. It just takes us a long time to put it up. I'm the type that I'll grab it like, once it's in the dryer, I'll just grab it out of the dryer for whatever I need to wear that day. It's clean, so, you know. But, other than that, did some writing, did some book work today, and got a video up on the book channel, so that was kinda productive. I got to the 2nd chapter, like, the 1st page of the 2nd chapter of the new book typed, so that's a plus, as far as in on the doing side of things. I don't think I've done much else. Oh, well, me and the wife did go to Somerset Saturday and went to Hobby Lobby and looked around. Like, wasn't really aiming to get nothing. It was just more of a trip to get out of the house, stretch our legs, and look around, see what they had. They had some fun stuff, which I mean, usually, again, that's one of those stores. Like, I've been to Hobby Lobby a lot, and I love Hobby Lobby, but I've never bought anything at Hobby Lobby. It's just a really fun place to look around.
I don't know if I ever bought anything there or not. Maybe?
Yeah, I don't
Question mark?
know. Yeah, big question mark. They got some cool stuff that I'd like to buy, but I just never buy anything. Um, so that was Hobby Lobby in Somerset. It was pretty much the only place we went. We went up there to get food. We got some Texas Roadhouse. And then we went to Hobby Lobby and walked around, looked around, and then we came back home. Like, we didn't do much, but it was still a chance to get out of the house, drive around a little bit. Um, Well, have you, speaking of Texas Roadhouse, have you ate anything, snacked on anything new, tried anything fun, crazy? Anything not fun and crazy? I know you mentioned earlier that you had a, interesting experience at Hardee's. Do you wanna dive into that? Do you wanna call that out? We're not sponsored.
Oh, I'm very upset with that breakfast.
Wheels were turning there. I seen
Yeah,
smoke coming
I
out.
forgot I even went there, to be honest. I feel like it's been a lifetime ago at this point.
I only remember because you told me this morning after you picked me up, and it was early, and I hadn't had breakfast yet, and, like,
And
even
you were
though it
jealous,
was
I know.
I know, because even though it was a disappointing story on your end, I'm still like, biscuits and gravy.
Okay, so here's the scenario. You get the little tray, it's supposed to be covered in like 2 biscuits, 3 biscuits, whatever. Gravy poured all over it. No. I get one biscuit, one measly biscuit that's relatively hard anyway, and then a little cup of like Dairy Queen size gravy.
That's not enough. That's not right.
I mean, had I not got 2 sausage and biscuits as well, I would have probably drove back and just threw it through the window. Not really, because they work hard, but that's abysmal and should not be a thing.
Oh, I could. You know what? This is a good segment to segue into. We're talking restaurant horror stories. Man, do I got one for you? So here's
For
the
the low,
fun
low
fact.
price of $19.95.
$5.99. So me and Marissa, which is my wife, she works right near a Burger King. So when she got off work, we went to go to Burger King. They've got like a 2 for $10 meal deal thing where it's like $10 and you get 2 small fries, 2 small drinks, and then you can get like a mix and match of like a Whopper, chicken fries, um, something else. I don't know. But so we was gonna do that. It's quick, cheap, easy, something to grab on the way home. Um,
Sounds like
so
your last Friday night. But sorry.
oh, nah, it's all good. Uh, I mean, I should probably, if eventful last Friday night, I should probably talk about it here, but I'll save that. Um, I don't know. I don't know where I was going with that, to be honest.
Let's see. I was
Uh,
hanging around you last Friday, I think. But
yeah,
yeah,
you were.
I was.
So Burger King, we
How does it feel like I ain't talked to you in a month, even though I've talked to you in like the last 2 hours?
I don't know. Well, those last 2 hours are filled with a lot of dinosaurs and guns.
That's true.
Um, so Burger King, we went through the drive-through, and we always get buffalo sauce because we like dipping their fries in buffalo sauce. Which not only that, but when she gets chicken fries, which is what she got, she likes to have the buffalo sauce. That was my phone just went off. I don't know if that came through,
Didn't hear
but
a thing.
okay, good. Now there's a train in the background, so noisy Friday night here at my place.
Can't hear it either, so
Um,
you're good.
good, good deal. Comment below if you hear anything. So first of all, the lady at the speaker box was very like short and quick and kind of impatient, and she didn't even ask if I wanted. She didn't ask if we wanted anything else. Didn't ask if we wanted buffalo sauce. She did not ask if I wanted cheese on my Whopper, and that's kind of a big thing. That's kind of a big slap in the face. Let's be honest. When you're getting a Whopper or a burger of any kind, they should ask, "Do you want cheese on that?" And she did not, and that offends me.
Well, truth be told, you should always have cheese on a burger. I don't know what kind of Neanderthal doesn't, but
I agree. Well, Burger King apparently doesn't.
what else did we agree
Um,
on earlier? Oh, it was about which Spider-Man was better.
we do agree on that. Andrew
We can
Garfield.
talk about. I was gonna say we can talk about that in a minute, but we'll go down that
Well, I mean,
rabbit hole.
I'm just letting everybody know, change my mind table. Point is, she didn't ask what kind of dipping sauce we wanted with the chicken fries. Didn't ask if I wanted cheese on my burger, and she just sounded real snappy and hateful. And I'm like, hopefully, usually the person that's taking the order is just like the money person. And I'm like, well, at least maybe the next person will be friendly. There's nobody at the cash register. She was the money person and the food person. So we get up to the window, and like when they had handed her our bag, like before she even had the window open, like she took the bag and like slung it up into the windowsill, up against the window, and then was working to get the drinks. And like she leans out and has her little headset on and was handing me the bag or handing me the drink. Sorry, she was handing me the drinks. And I said, "Oh, by the way," I said, "Can we get a couple packs of," and she, I mean, she's looking right at me and she goes, "Uh-huh." And I said, "A couple packs of," and then she just does this right here and starts talking back to the person on the headset, and then just grabs a ginormous pack, like 500 packs of ketchup, and throws it down in the bag, and then gets the bag, starts to hand it back out, and I said, can I get a couple packs of buffalo sauce? Because I never got to finish my sentence. She goes, what do you want? And I said, couple packs of buffalo sauce. Slings the bag back up in there, gets the buffalo sauce, puts it in there, and shoves it out. No thank yous, no goodbyes, no have a nice days. So
No telling you where to go and how to get there.
yeah, so we was pretty aggravated, to be honest, at the start. But instead of so I let's just drive away, because again, I've worked retail for the better part of 10 years now. I've worked customer service for the better part of 10 years. I get having a bad day, but you don't bring that bad day upon the customers and you don't carry that over. But here's where it gets fun. So the wife says, "Here's what we'll do." They always give the little number on the bags where you can call and leave a review and rate and leave a survey thing on your experience. She's like, "I'll just call and be honest with them, let them know that we had a terrible customer experience, with the cashier." And that way, because those scores, will come back around, at least when that our jobs at, like, call center and stuff, it always comes back around to you, whatever your survey scores are. We get home, before we even open the bag to eat, she's like, "I'm calling this number." She calls the number, puts in the survey number for our receipt number, and it goes, "Thank you for your interest. We have currently met our quota for surveys for the month, and we don't actually require any new ones at this time." Oh, after all that, we still couldn't report, or do anything about it. So,
Well, I'll tell you,
you know.
our friend Chris Brown, not the one that beat the hell out of Rihanna, but
Yeah.
I actually know 3 Chris Browns. 4. I know 4 Chris Browns. None of them beat Rihanna though. But I digress. He's always had trouble out of the Burger King you're talking about. And had you told me you were trying to go to that Burger King, I would have probably just been like, "Hey, yo, no, don't do that. Don't put yourself through that."
For a while now. I don't plan on it because, like, man, like,
He's wrote 3 letters, like big professional style letters, to Burger King about that specific location.
but what is it? I mean, I don't know why. Just because they're like right in the middle of everything, maybe because it's like a bus stop. Like, why they're so hateful there?
I don't know. They've always been that way. Like, I wouldn't even go down there for lunch.
I don't blame you. Um. So yeah. So other than that, our terrible food stories. You tried anything else new or any other stories?
I feel like there was some food I tried that I was gonna tell you, but I cannot for the Oh, I tried the hot pot thing. I did that. I did that. Yeah,
Where'd that go?
pretty good. Pretty good.
Cook it yourself or like go to a restaurant with it?
Well, I took chicken broth, like just plain chicken broth, because I didn't know if I'd like it or not.
Yeah.
Put it in a big old kettle like you're supposed to. Let it get. It was supposed to boil, but I don't think chicken broth can boil. I think it's too like thick. Possibly. I tried to. Excuse me. I tried to boil it. It stayed on the stove for like 10 minutes and would not boil. But it was pretty good. But it would be better adding stuff to it. Like there was mine, and then there was somebody else made like their own broth, and I tried it. It's pretty good. Pretty good stuff. It would be better if you had a group setting, because those trays of meat I thought it was only like 6 slices a piece. No. You got 6 slices on top, and then you pull this wax paper up, and there's like 8 more. So there's a lot of meat, actually.
Yeah.
You dip ramen in it after you're done, and it's got all the flavor from all the stuff you cooked in it. So if you cook a lot of vegetables or anything, that ramen just soaks it up. It's really good. What else did I do? I think that's about it food-wise.
I don't know that I have much more to add on that front either this week.
I didn't get to do. I still feel like there's a restaurant I've tried that I cannot think of.
Yeah, we didn't really do much restaurant outside of like Texas Roadhouse and Burger King. I think it's the only thing, and those are pretty like just your basic stuff. Like you just got chicken and stuff. I did try one of the There's like a bunch of new flavors of Lay's potato chips. and I was only able to get one of them and try it, which was the jerk chicken. It's like I think it's Caribbean jerk chicken. It's actually pretty good. It's not like it's kind of a strong taste, so it's not something I think I would sit and eat regularly. It's not something like I can just sit and snack like whole handfuls of, but 2 or 3 chips every now and then because it does taste a lot like rotisserie chicken or like baked chicken. If you was to get like, the baked chicken at like Kroger's or Walmart or like a rotisserie chicken, it does kinda taste like that with a little bit of a kick, a little bit of a spice on it. But it's good. I really liked it. Hopefully, I'll be able to try the other flavors soon. I tried that, recommended, bubble tea, the brown sugar cinnamon one.
Yeah.
It was good. It was different at first. Like, it's such a different, like,
It's
kinda
weird, right?
unexpected taste. Yeah. So before you're used to it, I kinda was like, I don't know if I like it. I don't hate it, but I don't know if I like it." And after you sip on it and drink on it a little bit, it kinda grows on you.
What do you think of the little pearls that was inside of it? Did you chew any of them up?
I don't think I think I must have drank most of them. Like, every now and then, I would get, like, the taste from them, the flavor from them, but I didn't actually end up getting any of them, like, to actually, like, chew on.
Well, it's
So I don't know if
tapioca
I missed
pudding
those.
inside of them.
It tasted good. I mean, everything on it tasted really good.
I haven't found much brown sugar wise I don't like,
That's fair.
but I haven't tried a lot of stuff either, so I'm getting out of that, obviously.
Well, yeah. Well, expanding and growing. Okay, so other than eating, moving on, have you read anything? Read any comics, any books? I don't think I have this week. I can honestly say I think I've been kind of lazy on the reading part
I've
this
been
week.
doing a lot of reading as far as like if they're I'm weird about shows because I don't watch shows and you know it. Everybody else has pretty much figured it out at this point. But if I enjoy a show, I'll look up like through the wiki and I'll learn like everything about this show without ever watching a single episode. Granted, you know,
Yeah.
it's a piss poor way to do it, but it's the way I've always done. That's how I know so much about like I've never once watched a single episode of My Hero Academia and I know tons about it. But I mean, it's just what I do. Now, Dragon Ball, I've watched a lot of Dragon Ball, watched a lot of Naruto, but I still read more about Naruto than I did watch it.
Yeah.
But I was looking up like how Cap was an old man and didn't destroy the universe, and I found out that anytime you take one Infinity Stone outside of its natural universe or timeline, it creates a new timeline. Now you can go jumping through all the time you want in the world, but as long as you don't have an Infinity Stone with you, supposedly it's still the same timeline. But if you have an Infinity Stone, it makes a whole brand new timeline.
Gotcha.
So I don't know. I don't know why that struck me the other night. I read that. There's some kind of weird microwave sounds coming through space that something found. I did find that out because I kind of like astronomy stuff.
That's interesting.
They can't figure that out. We supposedly had a supermoon the other day. I didn't get to see, even though I know I
Did
was
I
awake.
did see that, and I want to get back to talking to you about that. I do want to talk about that. We're going to take a brief intermission right here, and then when I come back, we're going to talk about that.
Okay,
Okay, I'll be right back.
I'm just gonna pause it. Okay, and go.
So yeah, I was going to. You mentioned the supermoon. It was a. Hang on, I'll get it right. A blood moon lunar eclipse. Uh, don't worry, you didn't miss anything. So our supervisor tells us about this at work. She's like, "Oh, there's going to be a lunar eclipse on the blood moon tonight. The next one won't occur until November. It's going to be around 4:11 a.m." And all of us was like, "Yeah, we're going to be in bed. There's no way we're waking up to see that when we got to come in here the same day." So I had pretty much like you just assumed that I had missed it because me and the wife get up and go to work around 5:30. We get up 5 and then leave the house around 5:30. Yeah, there was I mean, we seen the moon, which was really cool. It was like an orange, reddish, you could see the blood moon, but the lunar eclipse part was like, "Oh, we guess we missed it." get to work, and then our supervisor informs us like, "Oh, she misread it. That was for Pacific time." So it would be 7:11 our time. So there was still a chance that she's like, "At 7:11, I'll give you guys an extra break and everybody can go out and we can try to see if we can see it." Well, by the time we got out there, it was like super daylight out. Like you couldn't see the moon, you couldn't see nothing, just blue skies all the way around and sunshine. Um, so if the lunar eclipse did happen, at least on our side of the seaboard, we didn't get to see it. You would have probably had to be Pacific time. So
It's
if
weird.
any of our viewers over on the Pacific seaboard got to see that lunar eclipse, awesome. Send us a picture or something. Comment below and let us know. But yeah, it's exciting stuff. So we was talking about reading. We got talking about reading because we talking about shows. I get you now. Speaking of shows, have you watched any new ones to discuss?
Not new ones, but I've been rewatching Star Trek: The Next Generation.
Nice, nice, nice.
More so picking and choosing which episodes I want to watch because you guys can't even begin to understand how much I've watched that show. But I'm enjoying that. Been watching cooking stuff on YouTube.
Always good. Always a good thing.
That's pretty much it. It's been an uneventful week. Haven't got to do much gaming other than someone did today, but actually that's a lie. But we'll get to that in a minute.
Oh yeah, yeah. We'll get to the gaming. Gaming will be our next our big category kinda. So yeah, so watching on my end, a couple shows I know I was going to talk about. Modoc, the new Modoc show came out on Hulu. It's done in like a very old school 90s robot chicken kind of type stuff, type vibes. It's kind of more like adult humor and more of an adult oriented show, a little more grown up show, got more like kind of bloody, violent, and gore and stuff. It's definitely for adults, but it's still Marvel and it's Modoc and it's still pretty hilarious. Patton Oswalt voices Modoc. And it's funny. I've enjoyed it so far. We've not finished it yet, but I think 4 or 5 episodes in. It's like 20-minute episodes, so it's a quick breeze through on Hulu. And then I've been watching a show. I think I mentioned this last week, but I watched more episodes of it this week, and it's so bonkers and wacky of a show, but I'm really enjoying it. Called The Way of the House Husband. It's an anime on Netflix, and it's about a guy
Oh,
that
you
used
told
to
me about
be
that. That's messed up.
yeah, he used to be a yakuza mob boss, but now like he's a house husband, and it's just funny because his yakuza name was the Immortal Dragon. So, and all these people in the town know it. So, like, he'll be going to the store or going to go do laundry because he's a house husband now. So he's doing like these daily, DIY stuff or cleaning stuff. But then somebody will see him out. These gangsters will see him out. And they're like, "Oh my god, it's the Immortal Dragon. Oh, we remember him running the streets. Oh, we better steer clear." And then he's just like, "Hey, what's up?" There was one guy. It was an episode. So he was like a flea market trying to sell some stuff, and there was these guys causing trouble, and they just assumed because he used to be the yakuza boss that he was a big bad guy and wanted to fight, and he's like, "No, no." He goes, "Instead of fighting, how about I do this? How about I offer you some of the stuff I'm selling, and we just call it a deal and walk away." But like every time he would like offer them something to give them from like his collection or whatever, they thought the guy kept thinking it was a threat. So like he's like, "Oh, I've got these beautiful steak knives that I use in the kitchen." They're like, "Oh, he's threatening to stab us now." And he's like, "No, no, no, no." He's like, "Okay, you drive a hard bargain." And he would up the ante, and then like the guys kept backing up thinking he was trying to fight him. And like the last thing he pulls out and he's like, it's a rubber duck. It's like a little rubber ducky. And the guy goes, "Well, this ain't so bad. I don't see how he'd be threatening me with this." And he goes, "Yeah, this thing's perfect for floating in the water and everything." And he goes, "Oh God, floating in the water. He's going to dump my body in the river." And like, it's just this stupid, wacky hijinks that they get into. It's weird to explain, but it's a hilarious anime. I highly recommend it for anybody that just needs a quick 10, 15 minutes of joy.
He says joy, like, I don't know. Sounds a little It's a little
If
weird,
you like
man.
if you like anime and you like funny little random stuff, it's worth it. And the MODOK was good. I don't know that we've watched a whole lot else. I know we have, but I just can't think for the life of me. I didn't bring my other phone in here. I have 2 phones, and one of them, I started a notepad of things I wanted to talk about on here, and I don't think it was this one, and I don't have the other phone with me. It's on the charger. Wait, nope. Yep, nope. Okay, so whatever it
Yes,
was I
no,
wanted to talk
yes, no,
about, I
yes, no,
forgot
yes.
about.
Peppers. Anybody that plays
Uh,
World of Warcraft to get that reference.
so speaking of playing World of Warcraft, I think now we dive into the gaming portion of this conversation. What have you been playing? What have you been gaming on?
Um, there's a new phone game out for My Hero Academia. It's pretty fun. I've been playing it. I played some Pokemon Go last night while I was at the laundromat.
Fancy.
I still haven't beat Resident Evil because why would I? I mean, why would I? As in, like, I've been putting it off for weeks. What are you shaking your head for? I can't even hear you.
It's a good game.
I
You
mean,
can't hear me.
I'm not. I can hear you now, but I'm not saying why would I. As in, it's bad. Why would I finish it? It's like why would I, who puts everything else off, finish it in a timely manner?
It is really good though, and I hope you do finish it soon so we can talk about it. Because I finished it and I need to talk about it.
Moving on. No, that's
Final Fantasy.
Oh,
That was your big one.
that
I knew.
was. I forgot.
I got you covered. I got
Telling
you
you, man,
covered.
I don't remember what week I'm in half the
All
time.
good, broski. I got you.
I finally finished Shadowbringers for Final Fantasy 14, their latest expansion. I've got a few like missions left that they released after the main game was done that are like content updates. But I finished it. It's great. The story's so freaking wonderful. Like, it keeps you just pulled in. As soon as you start thinking, oh, well, this storyline's getting a little stale, they're just like, oh, yeah, by the way, meanwhile, in this other place, get happy again. Get interested.
Square Enix. That's Square Enix and that's Final Fantasy.
Other than that, let's see. Oh, I did play some Grand Theft Auto with a Mr. Levi Leather.
Ah, yes.
He
I do
flew in
remember
from
that.
the Queen's country, as he would put it, I
Yeah,
believe.
it's out America. He had a stylish outfit. A lot of leather.
A lot
A lot
of
of
leather.
red. A lot of red leather.
Levi Red Leather instead of Red Letter. Red Leather.
Red leather.
But Grand
Very
Theft Auto it'll be up on the channel. Me and Lemus have went back and forth. I feel like it's meh, but it might turn into something.
I think it's good. I think bits of it are good, and if even bits of it are good, I think it's worth letting you guys decide. Is what I feel like it's worth doing. So now that I've said it here, he has to put it up to let y'all decide. Now be warned, Levi Leather is not for the faint of heart. He's a strong cup of tea. But some people enjoy him. I don't know why. They got a darker sense of humor than I do, but some people enjoy Levi Leather.
He worries me. He's the kind of person I'm sure has bodies in their basement.
He worries me. And it's my basement where he would be stashing the bodies.
Anybody that doesn't realize, Lemus has an alternate personality. He is from the Queensland. Leave him, man.
Also,
Do not let him out.
Oh no.
It's too late.
It's too late for him to be out. Yeah. No.
Keep him in his fucking wheelchair and let's just go with it.
Wheelchair. Anyhow, so I also played Grand Theft Auto in a way with you. Levi Leather side of me played Grand Theft Auto, which was fun. It's a fun little trip. We also today partook in a new game Neither of us had ever played before. Both of us had very little knowledge even to what the game was about or how it was played. Um, and called Second Extinction, which is still in game preview mode on Xbox Games Pass.
It's early access game on Steam, and they've ported it over to Xbox.
Uh,
And
I
I
like.
really like it. I like dinosaurs, so that kind of
Mhm.
solidifies it for me. I really enjoy dinosaurs. It has a somewhat of a fear factor to it, but more Left 4 Deadish, in my opinion. It's not like a straight fear.
I compared it to Left 4 Dead earlier when I was telling the wife about it. I said it very much reminded me of like Left 4 Dead, where you're fighting waves and you got to get it's like mini campaigns, break down objectives and stuff. And it's just a really good multiplayer. Like the vibe I got from it, because it's like after we played that, what was that thing altogether? It ran like an hour and a half.
Like an
Um,
hour and 36 minutes or something, I think.
it's not bad. We had to do these three different.
But we
Well, it's
killed a lot of
it,
stuff we shouldn't have probably have killed too. Like a couple of different
but
things popped up that we could have avoided, but we just, being the men we are, we just like,
a
let's
lot of it
kill it.
was learning too. A lot of it was learning too. We didn't do any tutorials or nothing. We literally just boots on the ground went for it. So we did our learning
What
in
did
the
you
field.
compare it to? You said it'd be like in the old ways of the army. It's like we have
So
no we have no
we need,
practice. We don't need
we need bodies in the field, not excuses.
yeah, we need bodies in the field, not excuses.
Yeah.
And that's very much how we did that
We
game.
did. It's just like, here's your gun, here's your helmet, get out there. Sir, my helmet has a hole. I said, get out there. What I say about excuses? Did someone wearing this before me die? You'll be next if you don't get out there.
You won't have to worry about the helmet. I'll shoot you in the back.
But no, like it was fun. It was because that's what when I
It's
came out.
different compared to what we're used to playing these days.
Exactly. But that's just it though. It reminded me a lot of like the older games. It reminded me of the days, like not just the game itself, but the experience, I guess, of it, of the way of investing and playing that you don't quit until you're done, until you wrap it, until you get to that extraction. You push on, you push through the ways, you push on, you got to clear this spot, move to this spot, fight a bunch of stuff, clear it. It was very nostalgic for like the old days. Like I said, me and you and some of our friends stuff used to play a lot of Left 4 Dead, Left 4 Dead 2, played a lot of Halo back in the days. Um, it's just that group kind of that fun getting in buddy co-op type stuff, campaigning through stuff, and it felt very nostalgic for me, and so that's why I had a blast with it. And definitely be on the lookout for a video of that coming soon, and maybe some more from that game. I don't know any games that you guys would like to see us play and throw up. Give us suggestions.
I
But yeah,
very
I
much
really enjoyed
enjoyed
it.
that game.
I
Like
did
the
too.
monsters or dinosaurs, or whatever you want to call them. There is a storyline to this game. I do remember that much, and we're just scratching the surface. Like we have no idea why we did what we did. It was like we pushed back the threat level.
Well, yeah, I mean they needed the drop ships for the story's sake. We had to go to different. Apparently, there was these abandoned hangars where some gunships and drop ships were that they wanted to get back in the air and bring it back to our base, so that ways they could use it for the war efforts. And we had to go from point A, point B, point C. There's A, B, and C, and they were different hangars that we had to clear the gunk and clear the dinosaurs out of these hangars, and so these ships could be extracted.
I will say there's little things you can go through, and you'll find them. They're like containers. And you gotta put these rocket thrusters on them, and them things take off. They're just like here, and then all of a sudden, pff,
They will
literally.
knock you back. The knockback is real. Knockback is real.
See, I didn't have to worry about it, but
You stand too close. Knockback is real.
well, you know,
Ankylosaurus, knockback is more than real. It's the realest you ever gonna get. The Ankylosaurus does this little spin roll like he's a dang Digimon, and I got knocked literally from one hanger to another.
you did left me high and dry.
Left you high and dry.
Well, you was just
Oh
high.
man,
You definitely landed in a pool of your own blood, but
true. Oh man, but it was fun. So definitely more on that. I think that's the biggest thing I've been playing. I've been playing my phone, all the same things, my phone
Um,
games.
I got Games Pass now because I got an Xbox that's not 8 years old or 7 or whatever.
Yeah.
So I got it. It plays great. Now the game, like second extinction, is so they'll cluster enemies together sometimes, and it just takes a toll on the power of the Xbox. But it's still a really good game. It's fun.
Early development too. That's something that's it's still very new. They may be able to work on that.
Other than that, there's a game called Biomutant that's out that I want to play.
Play that. That game looks amazing. I've heard nothing but good
I've
things.
see on Steam it's got such mixed reviews, but I mean Steam's full of people that are like, well, I'm the best at everything, and if I can't be good at this, it sucks.
Yep.
But as far as that goes, I know Biomutant, depending on like if you keep your character in this one spot for too long, it'll start sprouting wings or something weird. It's got a lot of customization abilities.
Cool.
Trying to think if there's anything else that I've played. I think that's it as far as playing.
I think same here. So I think the last thing on our list is hauls, and I know you've got quite a few things to show off this week
Got a couple.
on
I
the
do.
collectible side.
Oh, you want to go first? Or you want me to? Or take turns?
I'll go first because I've only got the one thing. There is no take turns here. I just got the one thing. So, I was out. I didn't get to peruse as much, but when I was at Walmart of all places, seen this, and it was the last one on the little pin, whatever you call that they hang stuff on.
Peg.
Peg is on the last is the last one hanging on the peg in this style and series, and me and the wife both looked at it, and I was like, man, I really want to buy that, but I don't know. And she's like, I think we should really buy that. And I was like, well, I mean, it is the last one. When you going to see that again? So we got a Batman the animated series Batwing from Hot Wheels. So it's from the animated series. And
Back it
it's
up a little bit. You're just showing computer monitor, which has my ugly face in it. There you go.
yeah, it's a nice Batwing. Now you see on the back, they've got the Batwing, which is one we got, and then they've got some more here.
I've got that Batmobile from the animated series, actually. Probably not on the back of that, but I do own the one from the animated series.
Yeah, but it was super cool. Again, I don't know where else you'd see something like that or find something like that. I'll hang it right here on my desk. Hope it stays. Yeah.
It'll stay there as long as I don't show up.
Touche.
It goes missing. I didn't do it.
Speaking of Batman things that we found this week, what have you got for us?
Well, this ain't Batman, but it's my favorite Marvel mutant. Other than Deadpool. It's a zombie Wolverine.
The zombie.
I don't know if it says at Walmart. I did not get this at Walmart. Did I? No, I did not, because I got it at the comic book store where we go.
Okay.
Anyway, I got that. Happy with it. I really enjoy the zombie Marvel comics. I haven't got to read a lot of them, but I really enjoy. I'm scared of. Okay, one of my biggest fears in life is a zombie apocalypse, because you're rolling the dice on what kind of zombie you're getting. You're either gonna get what is George Romero? Is that who it is?
Yeah, George Romero.
You'll either get one of them, or you'll get like World War Z zombies, which screw that.
Terrifying,
you might get Walking Dead zombies, which equally George Romero type-ish.
Yeah. You got like Resident Evil stuff, which
Resident Evil scares me the most because that's like bioterrorism stuff.
Yeah, biomutants and stuff, yeah.
Anyway, I digress. I like zombies, even though they scare me.
Touche.
My camera is not focusing now. Okay, it's just broke. Whatever. It's not broke, but oh, there it goes. Weird.
Fixed it.
Do I save the big one for last or show it next?
Well, now that you've said it, you've got to save it for last.
Oh no, I like the other two a lot more, which is
Okay,
weird.
well then show the big
Oh.
one.
Homage to one of my favorite big giant monsters ever.
Yeah, I forgot you
I got
showed me.
I think it's 10-inch, yeah, 10-inch Godzilla figure.
Nice.
It's
Very
huge.
nice.
I want to
The jelly
find.
is real.
I want to find this atomic one.
I do
Because
too.
I
That's
just
the one
really
I'm
like
looking
that
for.
blue.
I do too. Yeah.
The Mega Godzilla looks derpy as all get out,
You look so derpy.
but that's whatever. And then there's actually a big giant 10-inch Kong that, if you ever see it, that's the thing.
Nice. Very nice.
We have the 19 whatever Batman with the Hall of Justice.
Oh, that's cool.
And this is part of their Pop Town collection, which I didn't even know was a thing, but yeah,
Oh,
it's supposed to be when it lays out. It's got the
fountain up
it's got the
front.
fountain and all that jazz. And I always wondered if that wasn't like some kind of kryptonite. I would bet Batman would make sure it is.
Yeah.
Which I have a thing to add later.
Okay.
This is probably my favorite of all of them because Alfred's badass, and I love the Batmaner.
Everyone knows it. Oh, very nice. I love. Yeah, the Wayne Manor is awesome. And see, and that'll go real good next to that Hall of Justice with Batman and Alfred next to each other.
I'm torn because I don't want to open them, but at the same time, I want to display them.
Yeah.
So I'm like, do I open them or do I just leave them in there? Real hard decision.
That's a hard decision, yeah.
Other than that, don't know that I've bought anything else. I've been thinking about stuff for our camera setup and stuff, but I think that's pretty much all I've bought.
Okay. It's not bad. Not a bad little haul. Still got some really cool stuff though. Like I said, those Pop Town.
Still
things are
looking for them
awesome.
stupid Power Ranger comics though.
Oh yeah. Well, how many are you off now? You're just missing like 1 or 2.
I think I'm missing 2 or 3, 3 and 5. I think.
3 to 5.
Believe.
Oh. Yeah, that's
still ain't.
Oh, yeah. Because you found 7, I think, last time I talked to you.
Got 1, 2, 4. Then I think I need 5, 6. Well, I got some I haven't took out of the thing yet though. I don't know. I had to look because I've got comics still sitting in a bag I didn't unbag the other day. But anywhoozles, I actually made a correlation the other day when I was explaining. This is actually your fault that I thought of this. You said I would be good to lead a group.
Yes.
Albeit, that's what I do in my current job. I lead a group of people.
Exactly.
But, as far as a group of friends, that's not me. I have very much thought about my role in our old used to be group. I was the Batman and Iron Man.
Yeah.
More so when Tony is sitting on the Quinjet and Maria Hill comes up and says, I don't remember what she said, something. She's like, boss. And he said, no, Cap's the boss. I just buy everything and make everybody look cool. And I got to thinking about it. I was like, I used to buy the pizzas a lot. I used to go pick everybody up. I'd bring the TV. I'd bring all the stuff we could party with, which we didn't party like in that sense. We very much were, the hardest thing we were doing was sword fighting.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't do any kind of drinking or smoking or anything. We were very much nerds in our endeavors of what we used to do.
For sure.
But I was definitely the Batman and Tony Stark.
I agree with that. I've said that before.
I don't know why I thought of that the other day, but I was like explaining it to somebody, and I put 2 and 2 together. I was like, huh, how about that?
I like it. I get it. But to my statement, both Tony and Bruce have led the groups at different times.
But they've also kept the peace more often than not, which is what I did.
I mean, yeah,
considering some of the hotheads we dealt with. I don't care if anybody watches this and sees it. Y'all are hotheads sometimes, and you know it.
Exactly.
I speak nothing but the truth, and we ain't gonna sugarcoat it.
Hey, we've all been hotheads sometime.
Okay, so
with that, I think that's gonna wrap us up today.
Oh, we gotta talk about tomorrow real quick.
Okay, lay it on us.
Wait, it's your trip. I'm just driving. That's him making noises. I did not sound splice something in.
You suggested the trip though.
Well, I did, but
I wouldn't have been able to make this trip, and with
you're not gonna be able to make the trip if you don't get the words out, because I'm gonna break your legs.
Ow. That would actually keep me from tripping quite easily, because then I wouldn't be tripping over my own dang 2 feet. Jokes aside, I kid. So yeah, so we're gonna be making a trip. Any of you who have watched my author channel, and if you've not, what are you doing here? Go watch that and come back.
You made me huff.
What are you doing here? Go watch the author videos and then come back, silly. And while you're over there, like, comment, subscribe, share. Anywho, so if you've seen those videos, you'll know that I did a Florence vlog type thing. We went up to see my parents. So tomorrow we're going to be making a similar trip, but way shorter. Normally, we go up there and stay for 2 or 3 days at a time. Again, because of work and money, we're not going to have that much money or much time, money, whatever. So the point is, Dachi has been generous enough to offer to take the drive. Again, we grew up together. He knows my parents pretty close. We're all one big family. And so we figured we'd make a little quick trip, just a 1-day trip down there. Get to see them for a couple hours and stuff. And also, I don't think you've never been to Florence, have you?
You drove through it to go to Ohio, but no, I guess you drive beside of it, because there's that one that says Florence, y'all, water tower.
Yeah.
Going
but
up
you've
never been into Florence. You said there's you said there's a mall, which I guess after we do the stuff for your father in the morning, we'll probably go to, maybe.
Probably, yeah. I would like to.
And we might hit up Best Buy so I can look at some stuff, but
so he can spend some more money.
But
hey, that's more haul stuff for you guys to see next week. Yeah, so it'll be fun. Be a fun trip. We're going to take the camera equipment and get up early, and make a good trip out of it, and hopefully get some good footage. So, rocking in the chair, rocking and rolling, baby.
We have to stop him. Like, I need a sign that just says, "You're rocking
and rolling, baby." So yeah, so we will definitely enjoy that, and so we got a lot of good content coming to the works. We got some GTA Levi plays. We've got some Dino Nuggets. We've got some Dynamite. We've got a vlog video coming. We got this episode of Previously On May 28th. May the 28th be with you. And yeah, next month's gonna be jam packed. It's June. It's right in the middle of summer. People turn 30
on the 22nd.
Yes, very well done. You're better at this than me.
I knew it was. I thought it was 10 days after mine, or 6 months, or 5 months and 6 words, numbers they hurt. 5 months and 10 days after mine.
It's 5 months, 10 days.
Which is funny because somebody thought that I was like 2 years older than they were, but
you just carry that maturity and confidence. And you was a grade higher than me because I got held back a grade.
Also, what do you mean maturity? I tell people profanities all the time.
That, to be fair to me, I always thought that was a sign of maturity that you was able to say stuff like that.
And that's a sign of I didn't care.
Oh man, fun times, fun times indeed.
Yeah, somebody turns 30.
I'm not looking forward to it, honestly.
I've been 30 for 5 months. It's not that bad. Just act your
Oh, good.
age.
Oh, good. Oh, what? Me act my age?
Ain't you ever
I don't
heard
like
that?
that.
Somebody's like, act your age, and it's like,
Oh, I hear it
oh,
all the time.
oh, it's
I
like,
hear it all the time.
but you know how to answer it, don't you?
No.
All you do is like, if somebody says, "Hey, act your age," be like, "I don't know how to act that age. I've never been this age before." And there you go. You got a perfect, plausible excuse.
There you go. I dig it.
I'm an
So
idiot. Whatever.
speaking of our age, time that we bid you all adieu on this video.
Yeah, we got some
Previously
grandpa
on.
naps to be taken.
And yeah, we got to get ready for that big trip. Get good rest up for that big trip for you guys tomorrow and for ourselves. So thanks for stopping by, and thanks for coming on down to watch this episode previously on. And hope you enjoyed it. Hope you like, comment, subscribe, share, spread the word, spread the love, spread the news. But don't spread the germs. Wash your hands. Be safe. Dachi, any final words or thoughts?
What's wrong with you? You just like over here. Like, regardless, he's
Yeah.
right. If you guys got anything you want us to do, let's get on it. Let's get some of this stuff made. Let's just have fun. That's all it is about, is trying to have fun. It's a nice little hobby. We want to do some of the like 5 things you may not know. That was something we forgot to. We want to start doing those kinds of videos, but we need suggestions on what would be good material. Given whatever topic you want, we'll try to make something out of it. And that's pretty much all I got.
Exactly. I'm with you. So on that note, thank you guys, and have a great evening. See you next time.